After reading this book, I can assure you I will never lose another bet ever again. Not only that, I'll likely win some money from my friends the next time we go out, and you can too if you watch this video. Let's talk about how you can make some money. I am not a compulsive gambler, so everything I learned I got from this book. The book is the Bammo Flim-Flam CONglomeration. Not only can I win these bar bets and never pay for a drink again, but I can do it with a clean conscience thanks to the advice of the author, Bob Farmer. Let me introduce you to our sensei. Bob Farmer is an experienced hustler, magician, and con artist who wrote a column on these bar bets for over a decade. He's also an attorney. Wait, I said con artist already, didn't I? But really, he's also a screenwriter and film producer, so he knows how to help you be entertaining and to share that with your audiences. Mr. Farmer has written this book to teach you how to educate the mathematically illiterate and maybe earn a little bit of tuition along the way. In his own words, magicians and con men use the same techniques and even some of the same equipment, but for different purposes. On the one hand, magicians create the illusion of the impossible. On the other, a con man creates the illusion of a square deal. I should point out, along with the author and the publisher, that I would never suggest that you use what you learn in this book to profit, but rather so that you don't fall prey to the very schemes that are taught in this book. You should entertain, stimulate the intellect, or bring a little light to those huddled in the darkness of ignorance. A few words about the book. It's primarily a compilation of the articles written by Bob Farmer in both Magic and Genii magazine over the course of over a decade. His columns were entitled Flim-Flam and Flim-Flam-Magic in Magic and Genii magazines respectively. The column ran for over 8 years in Magic magazine before switching over to Genii magazine. If either of these are unfamiliar to you, they are both periodicals for magicians and are now owned by Genii magazine company. But the book itself is actually more than just a compilation. Mr. Farmer added information, reorganized it, and indexed it. You should note that it doesn't include all of the information published in those columns because some of it has already been reprinted. For example, all of the 10-card deal information was published in the Bammo 10-card deal dossier. Additionally, some of the marked card information is already in print in a book called Hidden in Plain Sight by Kirk Charles and Boris Wilde. So what's in the book? There is something for everyone. The author has pulled interesting bets, bar stunts, and little hustles from across time. The articles include all kinds of props, including bills, dice, coins, ropes, cups, numbers, poker dice, poker chips, calendars, dominoes, and of course, playing cards. These sources are all well credited and taught with permission. He has culled information from the likes of Martin Gardner, Nick Trost, Max Maven, John Scarney, and others. The writing style is intended to be as entertaining as it is informative, and you will enjoy reading through this book. The thing I found most interesting is that a lot of these items are betchas, which are just outside the reach of most magic, but your friends likely find it irresistible. What do I mean by out of reach of traditional magic? Most magicians love puzzles, and they really want to be able to share this arcane knowledge, the solution, with others. Why else are magic conventions so popular? Anyway, your friends also like to solve puzzles, so if you've performed magic for them, you all know the people I'm talking about. This book puts a tool in your toolbox that allows you to present something for the person that won't just give up and enjoy the magic. If they want to try to crack the code, now you have a way to share something with them and maintain your status as the person with the knowledge and as the life of the party. Plus, you'll be able to share the solution with them at the end, which is how you end up winning the bet. As I already mentioned, this book is 450 pages, so it is quite a hefty tome, so I thought I would help you out and give you some of my favorites when you get this book and start looking into it. Let's look at what some of my top items are. Picture this lets you read minds with a shuffled pack of cards and is more magic than gambling, which just demonstrates to you the wide array of things to be found in this book. 3 rights make a wrong, and its follow-up, roll with the punches, are a very traditional bar bet done with a glass and a couple of $5 bills. Not the Tsunami I Expected is a gotcha type of bet with a shuffled pack of playing cards that allows the performer to make a series of correct statements about the participant's merely thought of playing card. Stranger that you should say that is a gag type of bet that I think would make a great lead-in to a mind-reading presentation and allow you to add some humor and lower the expectations before you smash them with your mind-reading abilities. Jive 5 is a bet using a shuffled pack of cards where each of you get half the deck and you're able to bet the participant whether your card is higher or lower than theirs without even looking at it. The Monty Hall problem is not just a trick or a betcha in the book, it's an entire section devoted to the real-life Monty Hall paradox. I loved this section of the book. I find the Monty Hall problem to be one of the more fascinating thought exercises out there, and it's a definite opportunity for real education. This is a fairly meaty section of the book dedicated to the history of the problem, how it works, controversies, proofs, and some ways to adopt the psychology behind it into your own gambling or magic demonstrations. I cannot say enough good things about this section. It is awesome to read. If you're getting value out of this review, please consider tapping that like button so that I know you're getting what you need and others will be able to get value from this channel as well. Ace Cut Roost References is another section of the book, and if you want to learn how to cut to the 4 aces quickly, this gives you a timeline of all the different methods and creators who have come up with their own way to cut to the aces quickly. In this go-to reference section, some of the methods are actually taught with permission in the text, and others point you to books on your shelf. I should point out that throughout the book, all of the references are spectacular and will drive you to get back into your library and do more research on the things that interest you. Not only will you learn tricks and bets, you'll also learn some great techniques. He has a couple of false shuffles that he teaches, with the underhanded overhand shuffle by Dan Garrett and the following section, which teaches you a version of the zero shuffle. He also gives you his own mnemonic tools for memorizing cards, which makes a lot of sense. Mary Cashmas allows you to appear to be the smartest person in the room by being able to add numbers in your head faster than people can add them on a calculator. And in a more magic-related note, Marcus Maximus allows you to read the minds of 3 participants who freely choose cards, think of them, shuffle them back into the pack, and yet, inexplicably, you're able to tell them not only what cards they're thinking of, but who thought of which one. Let's talk about the value. Look, I know the book costs $75 or $60 if you get it from Don this week with code FARMER at checkout, but this is a huge book chock full of all different kinds of magic and betches. And there are several ways to look at this price. You could see it as a unique opportunity to learn something new and different from the typical magic, something that will supplement what you already do. You could see it as an investment in you never having to pay for drinks again, or as a way to keep yourself from being scammed by anyone who would try to pull any of this stuff on you. The choice is yours, but regardless, you will never fear the odds again. As always, my friends, I appreciate you watching, and until next time, keep reading.